Hello, welcome to Cocktail Hour with Rick. I am Rick Serra, your host, with my lovely wife Darlene and our dog Bo.
Hey guys, good to see you. We got playing lots of games. Evan, Harris, Mitch, Joanne, Descend, Soul, Mega, Dr. Namal.
Starting with coffee tonight, a little slow, I know.
Olga, Al. Oops, I lost it. It left me.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. Just keep on
I'll
going.
keep on going.
I'll get anybody I miss later.
Catch. So
There we go.
we're going to try to divide things up so that Darlene and I are not speaking over top of one another. This was a comment or something. This is a vacuum stick over here. It's not some kind
It's a
of a
red
toy.
rocket.
It's not a red rocket. Hunter, hello, it's been a couple. Glad to have you here. We had a nice day. I sort of felt ill a little while ago, and I lied down and took a nap. That was like about just before noon. Thank you, Hunter, very much.
Boston wins.
Boston wins.
Maria Adamson.
These are people in the room.
Yeah.
The Dirty Room Live was great. Olga, thank you very much. So I think I had fun. Steve Seabode, he was thrilled. Especially thrilled when we pulled out the gunk from the drain.
Horrible.
The gunk from the drain always wins. But this one, this glob, almost looks like we were pulling out something that was alive.
It looked like a rat.
Or a mouse or something, like its little body dissolving.
Steve Seabo's in the room.
Steve, hey man, there's Steve Seabode, the new extra member of the ADR Live folks. He joins people like Cochise Brooks, who have come in to the family. Cochise quite a few times.
Hun, what we thought we were going to be able to do, it's not going to work. I
No?
got to call the names out.
Yeah?
I'll try not to do it too much over you, but people are coming into the room and we really can't acknowledge unless I'm yelling it out. So I apologize.
Nirmal, Loopsy Oopsy, Kimbra, Little Squatch, Don, Soul, Cecita, Ms. Mountain Cat.
Yeah.
And then Meat Puppet, Loopsy Oopsy, I don't care. Joanne Wickless, XX Typhoid, Tone Mountain 2. AJ Vintage, Bourbon Cat, I don't see Swanson. I see the Discord link. So anybody who doesn't know this, you can hop on that when we're not broadcasting and hang out and chat format
Kim Bears.
with people who love to cocktail.
Isabel Lopez.
Wow. So I got a strange concern from a fan I won't name that there is too much sex talk going on in the room. That too many of the people chatting in here are talking about sex. Now, I hope that you don't violate my PG rating with any detailed things, but if you just say gusset or the normal kind of sex words without them being strung together and involving a minor or some other kind of out of bounds thing, I really
The only person
understand.
that does that is you.
I do it. I know. I guess she was talking about me.
Yeah, because nobody else is.
She said she loves my content, but I don't know about that cocktail hour. These people talk about sex.
We don't have to look.
Most of the people talking about sex aren't getting any. The ones who have lots of sex life don't even want to talk about it. They need a break. Roy Quitter, Allie Bagel, Affalad, And what do I think? Well, they can fuck off. Well, Nirma, all I knew was going to be you, the queen of the train porn, UK train porn. Everybody has a British accent. And it's like they're running around on a train in England. And the guy has orgasms when he gets cleaned at the station house. Ha 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 ha.
There is nothing wrong with our chats.
No, I know.
If what we do, look, it was too offensive for Mom, and I unsubscribed her.
The truth comes out. We didn't want to reveal that in case somehow she found her way back and she was listening right
No, we
now.
did because Lucy wants to call her up and tell her I did that.
I'll give you her cell number later. She'll be happy to hear from a fan. Then she'll bawl me out for giving out her number. So
Oh, Shailene must be in the room.
Shaylee.
Yeah.
Hi. Welcome the fans from the other side of the planet and down real low in the southern hemisphere, the southern humping zone.
Donnie Creasley's whole family's home with COVID.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
Our good friend who's helped us
Cynthia.
with graphics work and has also helped Dan Bell, Leslie Casadas family could use a prayer. It's going through her household. She has 4 or 5 kids. And her husband. Her husband's a principal. And she is she's actually working at a college as some media expert, basically.
Your coffee always smells good.
I know.
We're not JT.
No, I just was relaying, thank you, JT, just relaying a concern from a fan. And I didn't want to name them, so what can I say? So I put in the promo about the dirty room. Does anybody have any comments, questions, praise?
Hey, Jimmy Rick.
You want to praise myself or Steve Seabode for his camera work?
I think Steve did good. I've done work for you before, and I know how difficult you can
Well,
be.
and I can't do that to Steve.
I know you can.
I'm not married to him. Plus, he gave me good beer. What could I do? And then he surprised me. He's the one that drove. Michael Lutz is here, and oh my God. Hey, Rick, missed you on the weekend. Oh, I'm sorry. Look like foo, huh? I'm glad you like the ADR, man, and thank you so much. My cup runneth over. My cup of coffee runneth over with thanks. And I'm sorry you're just getting over being under the weather.
It's really
I had
good.
a touch of belly aching, and earlier I noticed a change in the number 2 system.
Yeah, that's TMI.
I didn't tell anything about the exact details, just that I had those things going on. I don't know what it is I might have consumed. Maybe it's my body digesting COVID after being exposed to Dan Bell, and I just put it all down into my digestive tract instead of into my lungs. You too, Jackie? Oh no!
Nancy Mom from Kansas. Her granddaughter and her 2 daughters are getting over corona. COVID.
Now,
I said corona.
COVID.
COVID.
Now,
Eric's
I don't know.
friend.
With this particular type, if it's really much of a difference to a person who's vaccinated or a person who's not.
That was good, Boston.
Because unfortunately my daughter was sickened and was positive, and although she lost the ability to and taste,
Oh no, Steve. Nobody should drink
and
that
it's
coffee.
slightly coming back. Apparently, a remedy that was proven to be work on someone who told me about doing it themselves is orange rinds. You basically put orange rinds in your mouth and you
I
just
hope
keep
not, Abigail.
sucking on them and chewing on them, and then you put more fresh ones and you just keep doing that.
No little squash.
And oh, by the way, I'm wearing my old prototype shirt where the image is in the front. We do have t-shirts that have this logo on the back and in the front a smaller patch. But this was, I have to say, for the shirt transfer that we've gotten from different people, this is one of the most brilliant, most fluorescent looking color. Hunter, thank you so much, because I showed you my belly. Oh, thank you. I'm amazing. It's amazing I'm still alive. So I proposed that somehow my body is able to metabolize the COVID monster, digest it, and then just poop it out. You know, you could get a sample of my bowel.
Oh,
And
that would be great, boss.
And have it transferred to yourself by a medical procedure. This is, I lost the damn thing down underneath again. Ow! When these things go through the
cushion.
yeah, they go through the cushion. They go right down through and out. I don't know what brand this is, but this is the chair that farts.
Don't you think they know that? They call it the
Poop
fart chair.
capsules. Rick's poop is the cure.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be the most odd but satisfying, personally, reality?
Thanks, Anita.
I'm so glad, Anita. Thank you for tuning in. Do you know that I had over 360 people watching the show at times? Fecal transplant, that is exactly what it's called, Tone Mountain. Yep. And, you know, you don't take it orally and just get it down there.
Have they been watching Lost in Space?
Hell, I just got into this. We've been watching on Netflix the series Lost in Space. We're in season 1. As usual, I really hate Dr. Smith, and Will is a pussy and doesn't know how to listen. And Judy
He's
too.
a young kid.
She's an over hormone ridden wannabe skank who will not listen to her parents either. And right now, where we are,
No, I have plenty, AJ.
John and Don are somewhere in space in a stripped down Jupiter 4. And everybody else was down below, and they decided to start collecting the guano from these giant bat-like and crawling monsters that are in the dark. And if you make noise, they come down to investigate and try to eat you. It was good. It's a good show. I'm enjoying it.
So far, we haven't
So
gotten
far.
tired.
Yep. We've watched even a couple episodes in a row at a time. No spoilers, please. I can't handle that.
I got into Stranger Things, but I couldn't get past the couple episodes in season 3. It was just, ugh. Season 1 was great. Season 2 was good. Season 3, I couldn't get through.
Ozark, I couldn't get past the first episode. Sorry. Didn't do it for me.
Yeah, that's a different movie, though. Abigail, did you hear about the woman getting raped? Oh, no, I'm talking about a movie.
Kelly B, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so does Darlene.
Yes.
So this weekend, what are we getting into?
You are. Not me.
We are getting into the paranormal this weekend. We are, really, yes.
Well, Abigail,
So-
no, I haven't.
We're going to be in a cemetery. Michael, thank you. God bless you. You're so generous. I got to dance. I got 2 bad knees, but of course I would dance. Let me just go a little further. Lots. One cemetery has people who died in the.
All cemeteries have people who died.
I'm saying a year. They died in the 1700s. They didn't even make it to 1800. So these are Revolutionary War
Thank you,
and
Lauren.
earlier era cemetery. And then another cemetery is a little more modern. It's a Civil War era cemetery for Confederate soldiers.
Mazzy wants to go.
Mazzy wants to go. Mazzy wants to go. Are you really up for being cold outside, standing around and looking, hearing nothing at all, wondering why I'm doing this shit? I wish I brought a chair. I wish I brought a cover. God, it's fucking cold. I'm going out to the car, turn the fucking thing on. I'm staying in the car.
That's me.
This is what will happen, Mazzy. That's exactly what you'll do. Ghost
That's what I
hunting
would
for the
do.
first
That's why I
time
don't go.
outside in cemeteries out in the middle of fucking open where it's supposed to be possibly snow. Yeah, this will really
What
go.
was that?
Was that a Three Stooges? It was like the
I recognized it, but I can't. place it.
So right now,
3 blind mice. Thank you.
oh, was it 3 blind mice? See, I'm going
Yes,
back
it
to the
was.
crib.
3 blind
I'm
mice.
going back to the crib.
Yep.
I'm slowly going back to the crib where I was an old man. I will live. It'll be a crib
Well, that's
because
great,
I'll be
Michelle.
crazy as a
Oh,
loon.
I'm sorry.
They'll have to put a cage around this buffoon. I am going to be so demented and strong and flatulated. You are going to love to visit me at the zoo.
You are in a zoo. We're going back later to Florida this year because I have a doctor's appointment on the 2nd or the 3rd. I can't remember.
So
we're headed
I have to say goodbye to Maryland and Baltimore next Wednesday.
Yep.
After a fairly early morning appointment, we'll probably be hitting the road around 9 a.m., which is later than we like, but it's not too bad because it's sort of out of the peak of rush hour at least. And we will head south in their new to us 2014 Nissan Frontier crew cab, 4-wheel drive, V6, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Leather seats that are heated,
I love the heated part.
that are electric lumbar adjusting seats. You had one of those, Jimmy Rick? Well, I don't know why you still don't have it, because this fucker is nice. It's got a little 5-foot bed, that's okay. It has a soft tonneau on it,
Oh, it's the area we're in, Jackie. Oh no.
and it's sprayed in protected bed. It's even got like a track system with these 2 sliding pieces. I guess you could put a piece of plywood on it, for example, or some kind of gang box or whatever that would sit inside. Kelly B, I got 2 new ghost apps for you that work. Awesome. Are you serious? I mean, I just don't really think much of the cell phone applications, but
Well, Jimmy Rick, I'm glad you survived.
so I have a ghost box,
Oh, I like
which
those
is
cards.
considered to be one of the best of the ghost boxes out there.
I'm sure that'll
So,
happen, Jackie.
I don't have an obelisk. I don't have the attachment that I could run this through
She's
to
great, Anita.
create I think they call it a portal. I don't have that going on. I have a couple of the alerting devices, a REM pod, a device a friend made for me from the Explorers. It was a Nick machine. It's a energy field detector. So note it's some kind of an energy field. It alerts. So it's very sensitive. It can alert close to electronics, that kind of a thing.
Well, I like driving this Nissan a lot better than the Silverado. I don't feel like Lily Tomlin sitting in the chair.
Would you write something down for me?
What am I writing down?
Just a note.
Now I'm your secretary
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the screen. Okay.
Glue and on IR light. So I got a second tripod. IR light.
Like your right hand.
No, LIGHT.
Oh.
So I got a IR light, but the end of it that could be used to hold it with a tripod was broken and damaged when I got it. It was a
Hey,
hand-me-down from Danny. He gave me a bunch of gear
That's right.
some
Steve.
time ago.
Dictation.
Dictation is what it was, from the Dick. And if you're lucky, I'll give you some Dick later. Dictation.
Courtney,
Put a leather,
please tell me they didn't fire you because you had COVID.
that's kind of like against the law.
I know. I don't know. Did Dan take a test? Is he sure he had COVID, has COVID, whatever it is?
I have to wait for Dan to get back to me. I put up a little joke thing for him, and he laughed.
Well, that's
And that's
better.
the last time that I've heard from him.
He's been invited Saturday, but we don't know if
We don't know if he's going
take
to.
you
I'm
up.
hoping he comes, but I already have a partner in crime,
Well, nothing was wrong
Matt.
with it.
Matt, who has his own channel,
Metal.
Fixed Image. So Matt of Fixed Image is joining myself, and we'll be hosted by Ty Summers. Ty is a fan. He hasn't been actively watching this program, but he is still a fan of the channel. He works a lot, and he actually works in Philadelphia and travels back and forth, I guess, weekends he comes back. So he offered this to us about 6-8 months ago. We tried to do it before Christmas, but we didn't get up early enough in December to really do it, so we punted till after.
Yes, I do, Mega.
So that's going to
That's
be
not
good.
it, AJ. He was sick.
It's not a big group of people. Sometimes that's to your advantage, actually. And instead of the recording catching whatever faint thing might be there, you can't hear because of the people talking or moving their hands and snapping them like this.
HQ Landscaping.
This is supposed to be talking, you know what I mean? So, I know Dan was planning on releasing a video Friday last. He didn't. He has to be sick because, that was it. That was a time frame that was a purposeful time frame, believe me. So the only reason he didn't get it is because he's not well enough to sit at the computer, maybe having a little bit of belly and number 2 problems, I don't know.
We'll be getting down there just about the same time, Pam. Pam Rush will be there February 5th.
Oh, good. Well, we will reacquaint, won't we? I hear that the cocktail hour
Send my
is
prayers out, Michaela.
reestablished across the street from Doris's place, if you might know who I mean.
You can say her name.
Miriam is holding court on her front porch again. Yeah, for 2 weeks, and also the hairdresser they see has been bringing over Sunday dinner for 2 weeks in a row and hanging out and having dinner with my mom and with Miriam. You
That's
call
right,
her?
get a girl
Good.
pan.
Good, Pam. She needs to be thought of. Being alone there, that's good encouragement for her. Yes, we're very sorry, Michaela. Our hearts go out to your ill.
Hey, Potato.
She hadn't been feeling well either. Poor thing.
Kendra's leaving. She's got to go cook hamburgers on the grill, and it's cold.
Kendra,
Grill pan.
that's bravery to
Grill
have
pan
good
gives you
tasting
grill
food.
marks, let me tell ya.
Enjoy your burgers.
Thanks, Mr. Midnight.
Nice to see you. Peace.
Great job on the live ADR, Mr. Midnight said.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Midnight. Yes, it's like it comes back. Right away, I'm like, I have to start with the bathroom. Oh, no. After an opening shot, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. I don't have to do it in the order of the scripted ADR. It's better to just do it whatever way we want to. So we just did it. We started here and we just started going around the room and then worked our way into the bathroom and then came back out and did the blacklight. I think it was a very, not just effective, efficient manner of going through. And believe me, if there were some kind of insects there, I would have shown you. But there was none to show. But we do what we do with what we are given. If you get lemons, make lemonade. Me, if you get drain clog, grog, really hold it up to the camera for a long time until people say some comments are like, I won't be able to eat for days.
No, Steve doesn't count as an insect.
And then, so this is the third ADR Live with Rick. And it still hasn't topped the exploding coffee pot.
No, but the episode was better. But the coffee maker, I think, was the best of any ADR.
Oh, yeah, the coffee pot. I wish we could have had that happen at an earlier point in our career. We deserved it. Maybe we just walked right by an opportunity and didn't even think about it.
That's true.
But I will now look for.
Well, this room didn't even have a coffee.
No, it didn't even have one. But if there's a coffee pot and it looks like the similar type, we're going to give it a look.
Mountain.
And hopefully there's a fly infestation, because it isn't hard to get, those little drain flies. You even get them if you have indoor plants over the winter. You notice, especially if you bring plants from outside inside.
Hey,
Marcus, how you doing, man? Well, we do. Didn't we do a trial run of cups?
We didn't sell them.
We gave them away. Is there any left?
I don't think so.
We have the capability of selling these as a coaster. We have another one. Don't we have Wormy?
Yeah.
We have.
Steve Sebo says, tell the story of why we were late.
Oh. Okay, that sounds good, Steve.
Ooh, Shaylee.
So,
Hey, Shane.
I'd been looking online earlier in the week and then on Saturday. And I was looking up every place, scrolling all over the place. The west side of Baltimore, out to Hagerstown, up to Lancaster, York, Hanover, and then around to Delaware, and then coming back northeast Maryland. And I looked and looked and looked, and the place that I found, it had reports of mice infestation. So after looking at everything I had, I thought this is going to be it.
Thanks, Mega.
So we go to the first location in Edgewood, Maryland. I go up to the place. Now, this is a sketchy place. No matter what, it's a sketchy place. By what we saw when we looked at a room,
Hey, Christopher.
it's a sketchy place, but it isn't a place that needs to be condemned. How's it sketchy? Well, the lobby is inaccessible. It's locked up. I mean, it's fucking not electronic locks, deadbolts. So
What was locked?
the whole access into the lobby. The only way to get,
Thanks, Taylor.
only way to do business with them is they have a walk-up window with a window that opens up at the sidewalk.
That actually sounds promising, doesn't it?
So I asked to look at a room first. I have to leave my identification and take the key. Of course, the room is all the way around the back and on the first floor. So we finally go all the way around. We find the room. We go inside. We look. We see a little area of the floor that had a flooring issue. There's no odors in the place. Walked around. I said, oh, man. Steve goes, well, this isn't that bad, is it? I'm like, no, we're not going to take it. What? No, we're not going to take it. Actually, he wasn't with me. I was alone. So what I did was actually I came back around. I gave the word to the lady. I said, thank you, but the room isn't dirty. She goes, what? Yeah, I can't take this room because it's not dirty enough. She goes, well, what does that mean? I said, have you ever heard of the show Another Dirty Room on YouTube? No? Well, you should take a peek, look it up. You did not qualify. You can be proud. And I gave her her key and she gave me my driver's license. Then we sit in the car and I'm like, what the hell do we do? Well, we can go down to this one place that was down near Baltimore Washington International Airport. Didn't feel like it was going to be much. It had a couple things noted, but this other place was saying, oh, you were dying in the car, dying laughing?
Well, here's the thing. You sat here for over an hour.
Yeah. I still was unsure of where to go because I still had not found what I really wanted to find. I wanted to find, like, the jewel of all dirty rooms. That's always what you want. When we go on locations, we troll around after looking at reviews, driving up and beside, even walking up closely and looking at the places, trying to get a view into a door, see if people keep the doors open. That's typical behavior for I'll just say that kind of a people. I'll just put it like that. You fill in your own interpretation, okay? And yeah, that's how we did it. So this was not having the ability to do real drive-bys. I could have done it, but then it's like we spend all night driving around. And I didn't feel like driving all around. I don't think Steve did. I didn't want this to be.
Since Steve was driving.
And he ended up driving. He's got a very nice car too. So
hey, Miss Fix It.
so we end up going to this place after, and we're driving up, and I'm even looking for better places as we ride north, hoping my search will bring me another place that I haven't found when I was down near Baltimore, but nothing came up. We went there, we got in. It wasn't a horrible check-in, but I had to, show my identification, and then he gave me a card to fill in, and I gave him first and last name and minimal. I didn't give him address and shit. I made him write something down. I didn't even give him the information on the car except for the make. He didn't care. He got his money in cash. I got the key. It was a smoking room. Oh, he asked me, do you want one bed or two? So I'm thinking, it's two of us checking in. Oh, 2 beds. Yes, 2 beds. I'm so glad we got 2 beds because 2 is better than 1 when it is ADR. Show more instead of less.
Hey, Patrick.
And it sure was
Josh.
great to have first a bed with mismatched mattress and box spring. A double on top of a queen box spring. I have to say I haven't seen that before. And then the other bed, by comparison, was a better material, but it was saturated with pee,
urine.
and that wasn't very nice. And then we found what might have been a boogie up on the wall real high, because it was like,
That's
what?
because they were flicking it.
Or they went up and I've seen people, they must do this and they just go while they're sitting on the bed. No tissue, just rub it on the wall. I am not kidding you. We have seen it too many times. It's just disgusting. Where do people come from to think about that? And the booger that had the bed bug and some blood in must have been burrowing into the booger to get to the blood, and he got stuck. It's like a find that you'd find in the La Brea tar pits, some kind of a resin amber coated insect, almost like that. But instead it was just human booger.
I'll be back. Behave.
So I've done my coffee. If you're going to make a drink, I'm ready. Should I be bad? Yes. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, I won't. I'm being good, hon. I pretended I was going to be bad. You know, I would love to do one before I roll. If you're a Patreon, go to Patreon and send messages to Dan. That's the only place he'll see a message. He doesn't look on YouTube. It's just too many messages there. But on Patreon, he has a chance. So if you'd be so kind, and if that's what you would like, request a shopping with Rick before I leave next Wednesday. It is possible still. Shaylee, I'll play right in front of her. As you can see, she has a weapon to shoot me with, right? All right, well, thank you, Anita. Apparently Anita is one. I think there's others I know here, but you know, if you feel like going through the bother.
Did you say you wanted a drink?
What I have done is I've already poured the liquor in a glass. All I need is ice and a little squirt of water. Thank you. Yes, foreplay. That is a very important thing. It's not just right to the target. People just don't like that kind of thing. They like a little bit of a warm-up first so that your juices can be flowing. And of course, one of the best things that helps to get things hot is kissing. Do people still do that anymore? Do they enjoy kissing each other? Especially for those passionate times that you're going to get boinked or you're going to probe somebody with your manhood. Do you still kiss or be probed by somebody's manhood? Got to get both ways for the guys and the gals, so everybody's happy. So the lip lappers and the schlong suckers all can be represented equally. It's important. It's called equality. Nana Nana! I'm glad you loved the ADR. I'm so glad. Yes, that was a good time. The guy thought I was going to probe Steve, especially if I had only gotten one bet. That would have been an immediate signal. The funny thing is the shift change occurred by the time that we checked out, just about maybe 11:30 or so. And it was a different person. I just was able to put the keys in there and that's it. So we left all the beds unmade, all the pillows unmade. We had the Russian nesting pillows we had an interesting one where we had one pillow that was really Phil inside of a pillowcase that's zippered, and then it was matched with another pillow that had a case into another bigger pillowcase, and they were zipped on in together. Yes. Thank you. Now I know people are going to ask, "Oh, what do you got there, Rick?" Old Granddad, Grandad. Michael Lutz, thank you again. What do you drink, Michael? 6 and 9 is 15. Oh, you're clever, man. What is your beverage of choice? Do you even imbibe in alcohol? Who knows?
Good, you're back, Hunter.
Maybe not.
I'm back too. I have Deep Eddy's Plain, Sprite, and pomegranate
The
juice.
Babette Special. What is that drink? Crown Royal Black.
Wow, that's what Michael Lutz drinks.
Well, I try to get my mother to drink Crown Royal instead of, especially Seagram's 7. So at least she'll buy VO. But I'm like, Jackie's having Crown Royal. There's some Crown Royal in my kitchen.
Pickby, thank you.
Thank you very much. Kinky Sam 49, a Diet Coke right now. He's on call. Well,
That's
very
smart.
responsible of you.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're in call for, but
Thank you,
that's
Hunter.
being sober for your call in case it comes. I had periods of time up to,
Did you see Hunter?
was it 2-week periods that we were on call? Yes, I did. Let me go back up here. Hunter Weiss, again, thank you very much. What is this saying? Fist bump. Okay, thank you, fist bump. Scotch highballs are my favorite right now. I'm not a Scotch drinker, but that's fine. That way you can have more. Because I will pass.
We're, what, like 45 minutes in? Okay,
Yes.
Rick decided to have a contest during the live ADR.
Oh, we had a contest during the live ADR. Remember that?
That's not really
It
gonna
was
happen
trivia.
again.
And I really should think about, we will do these after we've discussed them in advance so that we can do a more organized way of determining the winner when we do a, say, trivia question.
Yeah, if
That
I
was
know
not
the
done.
answer, it would be helpful.
It led to confusion. So first, we thought that Leslie was the winner.
No, Kelly B.
Kelly B, I'm sorry. I knew it was a lady. But then we thought we had Robbie as the winner. We get a screenshot sent to us, and it turns out that Jimmy Rick said vanilla, and then Robbie said vanilla.
They both had the same timestamp on it, but Jimmy Rick was above.
It just is like who's processed first. So we had promised Robbie the prize.
So he got.
And then we determined afterwards that actually it could have been Jimmy Rick. So Jimmy Rick is being sent a consolation prize. And I hope you like, Jimmy, what we have chosen to send to you.
He better. I hand chose that.
Now, there's one more person I want to thank, and that is Mr. Doggy Dog. And unfortunately, I don't see him on tonight. Has anybody seen Mr. Doggy Dog with us? If not, let him know that he sent me those forceps.
That's right, J-Tag.
He sent them for me to use on this ADR Live, telling me that the sponge clamp that he offered to send it to me, and I said, oh, this would be great. Didn't work. But the one that he sent after the fact, talking about it, it wasn't determined that he was really going to do it, but he did it. So Mr. Doggy Dog, a special thank you gift
So I said, he is in here.
Well, Mr. Doggy Dog, pay attention and quit schmoozing with all the ladies. You have a gift coming from us to thank you for your generous gift of those very essential tools. And I hope that you enjoy.
Oh, and just so everybody knows, Robbie, no gussets are involved in any of these gifts/prizes that went out.
But
Where's Mr. Doggy Dog?
as this was a moment in infamy, Robbie, you will be able to use the shampoo and soap from the Sunshine Inn in Elkton, Maryland, and put it in your shrine to another dirty room. Thank you, Michael. It is time. I haven't had that. And Hunter, thank you very much. Thank you for letting him know. I will be looking forward to seeing if he says something about it. 104 people in the room, 75 likes.
Oh, hit that like button.
Please hit that
everybody.
like button. You know what I mean. You just step out for a moment from the chat, you click like, you go
Well,
right
there's
back
your
in.
Mr. Doggy Dog.
Rick, why did she do that?
Don't get into it.
We have a prize coming to you, Mr. Doggy Dog.
No, his is a gift.
Gift, I'm sorry. Consolation prize, but that went to another person.
Yeah, the
So yours
consolation
is a
prize.
thank you gift
That's right.
for sending me the tool that worked, that pulled
Hey,
up the
Victoria,
gross
hello
stuff,
there.
just like we had hoped as we had chatted. We have a special relationship, Mr. Doggy Dog and I. He really is into the specific mechanical details that are involved when I do an operation. I'm sure the man has things that he could offer about my investigation of the supernatural, the paranormal. Oh, speaking of that kind of thing, I am working on the second part, and either I'm going to cut down a lot of footage, or I'm going to actually be putting up 2 episodes
Hey, SBJ.
for our second visit to the Gomper School in Baltimore, Maryland. We were there last January. You've seen the footage. If you haven't, it's on the channel under the Another Odd Place playlist. But I went there in the daytime, and then I returned with Dan and Dylan that evening. So if it looks the way I think it looks, we're probably going to have 2 episodes, roughly 20 minutes each. It's more to you to watch, but unfortunately people don't like length. But I hope that still it'll get some views, and I have quite a bit of archive of other things to put out that I've got to keep rolling on. I promised that myself that at the beginning of the year that I was going to be doing more, and at least I'm doing something, but I'm not doing all I can. So I'm trying to kick it more.
You want me to push you more?
Yes, ask me about it.
Okay. Good.
Help guilt me into why are you sitting around just looking
Why
at
are
your
you on
phone?
your phone? Get in that damn office, bitch.
It's the trouble of being in retirement. It's easy to do nothing if you don't want to do anything.
Hey, Mr.
There are little
Adventurer.
ramifications because I'm not engaged full time. I easily can reschedule. Well, one thing I do, and I think you guys agree, when I say something's happening and I'm saying it's going to be, I follow through. It's very rare that I don't. So I hope you like that about me. Reliability. Old reliable. I'm like an old guy that pisses and you never know when, where the geyser's more reliable. That's why I wear depends for superstars. They are star-studded. They are put together
I agree.
with
I agree,
heat
Paramount
seams,
too.
elastic material provided everywhere you need it to
They
prevent
kick
leakage.
Sam.
So, depends for superstars. You deserve that quality. You're a star too. Get yours today. And if you say, Rick Serra sent me, you'll get a 25% discount.
Where is this?
Pampersforsuperstars.com.
I wonder if there is a service like that.
There is nothing like it. Did it go right down?
No, it's right next to you.
Right next to me. Oh, okay. We'll have to look under that chair. The titty shots would be more up here. See this? It's like even with the pit of the olives. That's how you figure. Ow! Hit me right back here.
Okay, let me try for your booby again.
Nope, you hit up the chest.
Okay, this sights on this gun are not good.
Wait a minute, right there. Yes! She excited me. She twinged me. I felt a twinge go down to my toes. And now I have an itch in my nose. Hey, let's change the subject.
What are we changing it to?
So
Oh,
we do have a new business card for 2022. Of course, they are personally signed, and you see that I try to make everyone unique, almost like a snowflake.
well, it's like a signature. Everyone's different.
Yes.
Doll.
Oh, great, Robert.
What you do, honey?
I don't know. I think a picture fell through. Because I had them both. All right, so,
Ed Limbaugh is in.
really?
Yep, he says it should not be cocktail hour with Rick. It should be another live vulgar.
That's what it is usually. Are you drinking one of your patented cocktails? Ed is an old friend, goes all the way back to high school days. A fellow musician hacker. I think he's got actually better ability than me, but I'm not worthy. And he posts on Facebook almost every day his cocktail of the day. And he's got so much better knowledge as a mixologist than I'll ever have. So here we have one of the paintings that we tried to make it into a 4x6 print. What do you think?
It wasn't very successful.
We think it's a little cropped, and some of the lettering is cut off a little bit on the edge. You get the gist, but unless I can get the photograph further adjusted, I really don't think it's ready for sale.
No, I wouldn't pay.
So right now, this is what our different newbies may get
It's one of what we have.
of what we have. You'd buy that print, AJ? Well, we would have tried to do a little better with it. I have a thought on it. I'm going to seek a little help.
What are you reaching in the chair for?
So I think the damn print went through the chair into the floor, hon.
Oh,
And I, of course,
let me just go get you another.
all right,
What about the other ones? Where are they?
they're all over here.
Oh, okay.
I just don't have the other print of that. So she's going to get the other, and I'll show them both together. Now, both of these are by a guy named Spencer. He goes by the screen name of Grizz. No, it's not a 6x9, it's a 4x6. Going to a larger print might be a possibility, but then we would still have another issue. We have to order a different size envelope because we have an envelope that's like a 3x5.
No, they are 4x6s, Rick.
All right, so it's like a 5x7. Is that right? What is your envelope?
Yes, I agree.
So it's something like 5x7. So I guess a 4x6 is made for a 5x7 pretty well. Oh, I don't have anything currently available, but I have the photographs, the negatives. At one time, we used to get them on floppy disks. I don't have a floppy disk drive anymore. But I guess somebody might. So these are the two
You buy something at the store.
paintings.
We always send a business card with an order.
All right, so, and speaking of that, now all of our items can be personalized. Do you remember this when I posted this one day? And then we had, oh, I'm losing his name. Marcelo, a fan, did a sketch. So here is our proposal. We sell these for $6.
Good night, Miss Mountain Cat.
Good night, my dear. We're going to give you this and this and an autographed bar of Jade soap for $10. How's that sound? That's not bad, right? You know, whatever the soap is worth, and this is a $12 value, so including shipping.
Okay, so.
I mean, that's a great price, right? So, just some previous items we have had on the store, if you didn't know about it. We have magnets. This one, YouTube, subscribe, Rick Serra. That was the original logo. It's a magnet. It can stick to metal, not aluminum. Is this the magnet or a sticker? It's the magnet. Here's, somebody said,
We have a sticker with that on it.
we also have this as a sticker, but we have it as a magnet. Now, why did we make this a sticker? So you could attach it to something like, say, a cup, a mug, something you drink your booze with, or your beer, or your wine. That's why we have it as a sticker, so you can make your own cocktail hour with Rick merchandise. They're both on the store. Where is it? On the internet. www.ricksarahstar.com. That's it. Of course, my name, you need to figure out the spelling. Maybe look at my channel when you click subscribe. And then you click the bell, because Saturday night, I'll be going live at some point during Saturday evening. And as long as we have a good cell service, we will come on. Marcelo,
Hey, Mike Haas.
thank you, man.
Good night, Valerie. Thank you for joining.
Valerie, good night, hon. Hugs, kisses.
They will not see that in the store yet. It has to.
It has not been added, but will be. Again, these two plus a autographed bar of soap for $10. New to the store. These are old to the store. So you look under magnets or decals, you find what we have. Now, there's a couple of items that, for some reason, nobody remembers. These are available on the store under stickers. It's Rick in the snow pants at the last Kmart that was open at the time. The last one in Maryland, down Edgewater, Maryland. Well, why don't you go get one if you think it's cute? It's a cute little thing.
That's a sticker.
It's a sticker. Here's a cute little thing. Some of our newbies get this as a signed photo. Is that right? Oh, it's one we sell.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. As a pin, Rick and Bo at Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans, March 2019. Don't you need a pin?
DC, I think they're 6.
Yes, I think all those items were 6.
Yeah, but that, no, the stickers and all are 10. That is 10, I believe.
Oh, 10?
I'd have to look. I can't remember.
The prices are on the store. Where is it? RickSarahStar.com. We don't price things that high. Why? Because we're not in it to make money on merchandise. It's to put it there so you have
I'm
some
sorry,
enjoyment.
Scott. I'm glad you came in and joined us. Maybe we can help you a little bit.
Who's that?
He's Scott Bagley. It's a bad month for him.
Scott, man.
Oh, that's great, Anita.
Scott, I am so sorry, man. Look, rick.adr@aol.com. I'm sorry you're having a bad month. I'll chat with you. Write us an email, and I will hook up with you. We'll have a little chat, all right? I'll try to help you through a little bit. Yes. Mr. Adventure Rick, can I post my CH link in here so peeps? You can try, it may stop you from doing it. Just don't put the full www and tell people to add that on the front and then type the rest. That way it's not a link and it'll just come across as a comment. And anybody who wants to take a look at Mr. Adventure's link, just do that. Add www in front of what you're about to copy and go for it, Mr. Adventure. Or we used to know him as Long Duck Dong. Yes, who unfortunately was removed from YouTube for unfortunate misunderstandings. He did not do anything illegal or immoral. Yes, the Donger is Mr. Adventure. He changed his name to protect his innocence. Yes, long live Long Duck Dong, except for in name on YouTube. Shh, Mr. Adventure. Mr. Adventure.
Actually, Namal just posted it for him. Thank you, Namal.
Thank you, Nirmal. Very nice of you. You know how I'm very happy to allow people to do that kind of thing, as long as it's not a link to porn and smut. I must admit that recently, I have not had to delete a bunch of those. At one point, it was like the bots were invading my channel. So,
Now, what was happening, it was catching up with him.
yeah, it caught me. I was flagged on that show where they look for a predator. I'm just kidding. Don't believe me. I'm just kidding. Somebody's going to actually believe that. Not that that's a funny thing at all. And they all deserve to be, what's the word for taking off the person's penis? Is there a word?
Castrated.
Castrated, that's it.
You don't know that word?
I don't want to know that word because it involves getting one of those removed from me or any man. And I don't want to say the word because it, oh God, it makes me cringe inside. Don't you other men feel the same way? And then a few of you women have your man's, you know what, in a bag in the freezer. I know you do. Ow! You got it in the freezer. So possibly it can be used again. But believe me, I'm sorry, the ice crystals have ruined that organ. You might as well just give it to a museum. Maybe for medical research. So recently, a man just was given the first of a genetically modified pig's heart in a heart transplant. Did you hear about this?
Yes.
So I am talking to a horse farm about a transplant of a pony penis. I don't need to have a full grown. Ow! He shot me in the nuts.
I was aiming for your boob.
You shot my dick. So maybe we can use these modified pigs, not horses really, because they're not totally connected. The genetic information of a pig and a human are so close. Maybe they'll be able to transplant pig penises. The heart, great, good start. Then you got lungs, you got an intestine, you got a stomach, you got all that good stuff you could possibly transplant. Now, the people who, and it could even be me,
I like doing you this way.
we don't like to see things done to animals. I don't like animals being used to determine the safety of makeup or whatever. I mean, even medicine, it's a hard thing ethically to accept an animal being experimented upon or killed, euthanized, whatever, in the cause of research. It's still hard to take that. But I think I'd make an exception. I'll start a fund me, and maybe I'll get a pig dick in.
Hey, Romeo.
I'll have, for my 70th birthday, or 69th birthday, I'll have a new dick. I'll have an added dick to me of a
You're
pig.
not going to have an addictive.
Oh, a pig dick.
One is enough.
I'll take the one off and get the new pig dick. You'll have a
Hunter-
better dick to have.
Hunter asked you a question.
Hunter, yes. Let me see. Here it is. Do you like techno music? Yes. If so, San Holo is a great person as well. San Holo. He always helped me out of tough times. So does he blabber like me, but he has this kind of soundtrack going on in the background? So he was on here either the last live stream or before, and he's been here before. He's a fan as well. The Madness Hour on YouTube. Want to shout out for the Madness Hour as well. His stuff, he fuses different people's video and musical compositions
Hey,
or
Jennifer
his
Powers,
own.
glad you made it.
And it's pretty cool stuff. It's almost like live ASMR, because that's all changing and
Without us over
modulating,
there.
and then the music changes in some
Every
other
Tuesday
video,
and Friday.
and it's just very zen. So give the Madness Hour a check if you're feeling a little verklempt. And Don, I don't know if you're still here, Scott rather, give that a check, Scott, the Madness Hour. If you dig that kind of stuff. If you're an older guy like me, you might actually like it. It's almost Fantasia level. Not quite, but, you know, they're going for that stuff. But instead of orchestra, it's electronic creations usually.
Loopsy, the next cleansings will probably be when we get in Florida.
Yes.
It could possibly be the first Friday in Florida. Because we'll get in on Thursday.
Yes, that's what it'll be. That's it is. It's the first Friday of the month. We have decided that a couple months ago.
February 4th.
So Friday, February 4th is
I'll
the
send out an
next
email before we take the computer down.
special cleansing, special colon
Oh,
cleansing.
that's another
with
thing,
Rick.
guys. We have to shut down the computer and pack it up before we leave.
All right, so
Monday the 31st will be the last that we have our computer available. So that means no
Yeah.
orders go out until February 7th.
because
it'll
Tuesday
dark
we'll
that
be
whole week.
backing up and storing the computer. My laptop, of
Packing
course,
up the
is
office and
easy
all.
to deal with, so I could still get email. She can still get
And more.
email. If there's any problem with an order of some type or a hang up, time-wise. Thank you, Michael, again. This is for Darlene. She does a
Thank you,
lot.
Michael.
I mean, there is no his money, my money.
It's all mine.
It's it's ours. You know, we have a banking account that's joint. We file a joint tax return. I
What
know
part
that
of
some
Florida, AJ?
couples do it all apart, but we have been like this since we started. It's kind of like what marriage is. So putting all your money together is basically all your gifts. Put them all in one pot. Thank you, Jimmy Rick, for saying that, but it really isn't. Although she likes to buy clothing and shoes more than I care. But I like to buy pot more than she cares about that. Like, not at all, hardly. Once in a while, if she can't sleep, she'll take a puff before she goes to sleep. And it helps her to sleep. If you get her stoned, she'll pass out.
That's true. I cannot smoke and go out. I smoke and go to sleep.
So that's the way it is. Your mother buys your pot for you, Rick? Jimmy Rick. She is a bud tender. She works down in Florida and up here. She's a bud
Thanks,
tender.
Oopsie.
She works at a dispensary. She gives me some shake. It's really kind of like Mexican.
Stop talking about your mom.
But she doesn't smoke it. But she knows how to trim it. She's fucking phenomenal. And the darts are flying. Yes, they are. That's the whole purpose of the dart.
No, I get munchies really bad before I fall asleep.
That's a lot of people.
Once I'm asleep, I don't wake up to eat.
Justine Shatter Serra. Yes, that's her name.
Right. Technically, he did use his money that he got from Mom for
Oh, I
Christmas to buy
did.
pot.
I had $50. So listen to this deal.
I do, Michael. Thank you.
I got 8 joints and an eighth of weed for $50. Now you tell me who knows how to spend some money.
I like the
And it was
juicy
mimosa, about 23% THC, and then all of the joints were like 29%. 2 were indica and 2 were sativa. 2 types rather. So I had 4 of one and 4 of another.
Hey, Steve, I just hit your link. It comes up to GoDaddy. Look, Rick.
Uh-oh.
Rick.
Yeah. Hey, depends for superstars. Apparently, it's available. Should I get it, Steve?
No.
Maybe I can start my own medical supply line. Rick Serra knows. Awful odd. You stopped smoking after the new year. Well, good for you. You're very
Oh my God, Steve bought it.
strong-willed. What did he say?
He bought it.
No, he did not.
That's what he just said.
Steve just bought it?
It should forward to your site.
Ah! Oh, God! What the fuck? Well, we could,
Did you see that?
yes, thank you very much. We could set up, thank you very much, No. I saw you there, No. I saw you slip a
Tell us
donation
that,
in
holy shit, it works.
at the very end as well, No. Thank you very much for supporting me. And I want to thank everybody who did contribute super chatters on Saturday night. It's a critical thing when you're doing another dirty room that you at least can recoup the cost. And I got a little more than that. And I want to thank you all for covering the expenses. Thank
Yes,
you very
thank you
much
very
to all
much.
who donated. The first time we did another dirty room live with Darlene, we didn't. But it was close, but we didn't. Oh, what happened? What the hell? I don't see.
Rick.
What the hell? Thank you, Michael Lutz. What? Let's end it with a bang. Boom. Michael. I think it's long overdue, but if you would like to have a video chat and just fuck around any time, just write me at rick.adr@aol.com and we'll hook up. What a fucking generous donation. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Twerk like my daughter taught me.
Your granddaughter.
My granddaughter? I thought it was Jen.
Jen was telling me, but Kylie's the one who showed you.
Oh.
You can't do it. You can't do it. I can't even see I'm so far behind.
Am I?
I can't tell, I'm so far behind.
All right, here we go.
I'm just now starting to see it work.
All right. Wow, man. That was the most I've moved them for a while. I need to move these hips more.
Yeah, did we tell you the story about Rick and his ass and the day we met?
At different times.
Okay.
But when we first met, we were at a bar. It was not a pickup place at all. Sorry, B. Frizzle. Oh.
Rick doesn't know the difference in trying to hump and doing the twerk.
No,
It's
I
all
don't.
the same motion.
To me, I don't know. I was trying to do a little side to side as well. Rick's crack sent me to therapy. Well, maybe you needed it anyway, and I finally brought it up to your...
Hello, Nancy. I'm
I'm
glad you're
here
here.
eating carne and smoking a fat one. And thank you very much, Nancy. Nancy. She's here for
You
her...
don't say her last name. You always say
Santa Maria Latica. Now,
Okay.
I love the way it rolls off your tongue. It's so Hispanic. It's so Latin.
Yeah, Bo's up in the window, waiting for the cat to come
Well,
by.
that's a good way to move yourself around. You know, your spinal cord, literally, your discs, the spinal cord running in between the discs, and the actual spine itself. The discs in between the spine are a spongy-like material, but they do not have any kind of circulation system. So the only way they stay as big as they're supposed to be, full of moisture, providing the separation between your vertebrae, is to move it. Only way is to move your spine. If you don't move your spine, they will, unfortunately, get thin and they will bulge out. And then you know what happens when the two different discs or other vertebrae come together, the disc is not able to keep them apart, it's just bad news, because there's things coming out from the spinal cord all the way up from your ass to your brainstem. There are connections for nerves to send signals into your arms and your hands, into the skin, into your organs internally. You're fucked if they're fucked. So, you know, that is very important to keep it up. So you need to stretch it. Roll on your back, twist your back, do stretching. I don't do it, I'm sorry. I just tell you what you should do. Don't ask what I do. I do jack shit, but do better than me. And you won't have to have spinal stenosis. Yes. Oh, I got kicked out for being a loudmouth.
Yes.
And why? I don't know. So Nirmal has sent me as courtesy, and she's also sent it on Discord, little stories,
No,
apparently.
Mr. Adventure, no switching.
She somehow is able to modify what I assume is little cartoons about trains and change the dialogue. And then when you listen to it, it's all naughty, cuss words added, very flippant tongues. Everybody's speaking in a British accent. And she is using the same video footage, but she changes the meaning with her editing skills.
Hey, if you hadn't hit the like button, please go out and hit it. Come back in.
Please do that. That'd be great. We're rolling down time-wise. We have 8 minutes in regulation. I don't know if we're going to go into overtime, but they certainly did a lot this past weekend playing football games. I have to say, unfortunately, my team,
we are having homemade sloppy joes.
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they just didn't do it for so long, and they were being beat to shit by the Rams. And then they finally came to life in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Bo Bam.
And it was just not enough time. They did get the lead, but they left 13 seconds or something like that on the board. And fuck Tom Brady. I like Tom Brady. Why are you mad at Tom Brady? Just because he's skillful? He's less of a dickhead personality than other quarterbacks. You should really find out about the personality of other quarterbacks that make Tom Brady look like a very nice guy.
I'm not worried about their personality. It's the team.
I guess because he left the dreaded, hated Patriots and he joined Tampa, and he got the Gronk to get out of retirement to join him, and he still is a formidable tight end. But it's okay.
Was he in Flakegate?
Who? Oh, that's true. But I don't think that was him. I think that was the coach, to be honest with you. But it's okay. You can like or not like NFL football or anime or whatever you want to not like. It's okay with me. I don't want to make a bunch of waves. I just am reaching out to the people who may actually like NFL football. And I've liked CFL football. Baltimore had a team. It only was for a few handful of years, but we did, the Stallions. And when the Stallions were in the league, they dominated. The first year in the league, they almost won the Grey Cup. The second year in the league, they won the Grey Cup. Remember that, Don? The Baltimore Stallions.
What the hell were the Stallions?
It was a CFL team when the NFL fucking wrote us off and left us without a team.
CFL, is that Canadian?
Canadian Football League, and
How did
we had
Maryland get in a Canadian league?
we have American teams already in the CFL, and these guys just hooked up. We were also in the USFL
It's Australia Day here.
that keeps trying to come back to life. I hear the USFL is trying another reboot starting this spring. What do you think about outdoor, alternative, tiny little people football coming head to head with baseball? Will you care? Of course, you don't watch baseball either, so. What it is, it's just pastime shit. Everybody has a lot of different pastimes.
Rick keeps yelling at the TV.
Oh yeah, when you're playing,
But
you
guess
know.
what? He's doing the same thing to Lost in Space.
Yes, I do. I think that Dr. Smith is a bitch, and I think that unfortunately Judy and Will are stupid little kids. She's an aspiring,
I like Judy.
she's an aspiring
I like
little
Will.
teen whore, and he thinks he's so smart, and he can be tricked like that.
He doesn't think he's smart.
Oh, he thinks he's very smart. He's got the self-confident issues. You think he has some trouble with his
Remember,
self?
he failed the test. He
Yes.
knew he failed the test. His mom went in
And changed the
and
results.
changed it. She paid somebody.
terrible.
to do something.
Why?
But he really was smart. He just freezes at taking tests.
I know, Don, that's harsh, but you know, every time I've watched Lost in Space, from the original series in the 60s and now in the 2020s, I have to put up with writing that puts these characters in the same way. Although the last Dr. Smith, Dr. Zachary Smith as he was called, he was the biggest wuss
Yes,
in
he
the
really
world.
was a wuss.
All he wanted was some way to get rich. And he put them in trouble all the time. That show sucked. Toad Mountain, it's still a classic.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Danger, danger, danger. Duck. They would pull the battery pack out of the back of him when he wouldn't shut up. Remember that? They'd always go around the back. Phew.
Danger,
It was like,
Robinson.
if you have a design that fucked up that you can just pull the battery pack out, you're a robot that's going down. Danger, Rick Robinson. Thank you, Michael. 6.99. He really needs a piece of tail, or, well, a piece of tail from whatever gender he would like. And if you would like a date with Michael Lutz, just write me at rick.adr@aol.com.
If Michael is available.
I don't know, but, you know, just in
And
case.
you don't know what his preference is.
I don't know what his preference is. Maybe we'll talk about it, and then I'll start to whore him out.
Well, guess what? It didn't work for Sean. It's not going to work for
It did work for
Michael.
Sean. I think all I've done for Sean is to drive away any potential, than to help him. Oh, it's on. He'll be my sugar daddy by the end of the evening. What do you think of that, Mike? You want a sugar baby? You got an offer. So you both, you know, write me. I hope I'm making up a funny, but no, it's not serious. I didn't intend it at first to be serious, but whatever. Maybe you guys control one another, but it's now 6:30. I don't know why I thought 7:30.
6:30.
It's 6:33. It's the end of the show. I'm so sorry. But it can't last all night. We have all different lives. I have to get into editing for at least an hour or two
Hey,
tonight.
Robbie, if you're out there, I just
And
got notice that your package was picked up.
ooh,
And it's on its way to you.
ooh, that's
Portland,
good.
Oregon. I had to track yours because of what was in it.
So I guess it's a shirt.
No, Rick.
Oh, because of its odd size.
Yeah, didn't fit in an envelope.
Yeah, yeah. The shampoo
Yes,
bar soap didn't
Padme.
fit. It was a little too thick. I still have 100 people in the chat. I know, man. Boatman.
Oh, we got 115 likes. Great.
It's been a very good Tuesday. I am
it
so
has.
glad.
Don't forget, if you're new, please send us your name and address.
Yes, the new people. We didn't say that enough times this time. But everybody who's brand new to every episode of Cocktail Hour with Rick, including this one. And if you were, and somehow you missed this message, but you caught it maybe, somebody sent you a note, you went on Discord, oh, I'm a newbie. Oh, did you tell Rick you'll get a free gift? And you write to rick.adr@aol.com. That is our business email address. It is actually in Darlene's name.
Oh, well, at least you had dinner with your parents.
And
Padme. I'm
Darlene
glad you stopped
sends
in.
out the gifts. I sign the cards, and if you make orders of print orders, I personalize and sign each one order by order. Yes, we do. And of course,
Will do, Jennifer.
everybody gets, with your order or with your freebie gift, a signed card.
Those aren't going out yet. We still have some of the old ones.
Oh, there might be still some greens. We have to use up the greens, but they're coming up to the end. So think about this. You were in the first year and a half of the merchandising of Rick Serra, if you have a green one. And then starting now, the second year, so it's like 2.5 years of merchandising. Because we didn't merchandise for a while, right? We didn't have anything for many, many months doing the Cocktail Hour with Rick.
Correct.
Thank you. I'm always happy to be a good bish for anybody necessary. Saude vida!
I don't know.
Hey!
How
Saude!
How tall are you, Shaylee? Good night, AJ.
Glad you were here.
Good night.
So remember, rick.adr@aol.com for the newbies only now. Not all you people who we know very well. And send us your name and
Great
mailing
quarantine.
address. Name, mailing address, city, state, zip code. Anywhere on the globe, you know that there's an address system. Use that. So Saude is being told to come to Brazil to meet up with Marcelo. And Marcelo took a photograph and created this. What great art.
Good night, everybody.
Where are the white women at? Wherever they happen to be, and there's also yellow, red, orange, black, brown, cocoa, all the colors of the spectrum. Women are beautiful in so many different ways.
You're taller
Viva!
than me, Shaylee.
Viva la world
You
of
got me by
difference,
1.5 inches.
difference in climate, sunlight, incidents, which creates different humans. But when it comes down to it, and you look inside, we are all the same. Remember that. No one is better than anyone else anywhere on the planet. They may have more power, but you're just as good and as loved as anyone else. I'll leave that as my final message. Thank you all for being on Cocktail Hour with Rick. And until Friday at 8 p.m., we wish you adieu.
Hey, Dan Wilson, thank you for the thumbs up. Glad you stopped.
One last time, Nirmal, if you will, post your Discord link. If you would like to keep chatting, you don't have to say goodnight yet. You can hop on and go to Discord with Nirmal and others. They hang out there quite often.
We'll see everybody Friday.
So we'll see you Friday. I'm waiting.
you, Nirmal.
Olga, peace to you, hon. You have a nice tomorrow. There is the link. And it includes a link to my store. Michael Lutz, thank you. You already said goodbye with that. But thank you. I'll accept it with open arms. And I'm sorry, Mike, you want to do a video chat sometime? Please. Just send us a note at the email, okay? We love you all. Thank you all so much. We'll see you Friday, 8 o'clock. And peace to you all.
Good night.
Good.